Alright, so we're almost done with this section. We're almost done with this section before we move on to calculus. We are almost done with this section before we move on to calculus. We are almost done with this section before we move on to calculus. Homework is to be determined, depending on how much we get through today. So we are in chapter 6E. We're in chapter 6E. We're in the black book still. Stop texting on your Apple Watch. I should, right? I should take it away. Alright. For those of you who don't remember, which I said last week, we need some notes. Logarithms, I think that's how you spell it, right? And exponentials are inverses of each other. Meaning that in order for me to solve an exponential equation, I can take the log or the natural log of both sides. I mean, it's up to you. If you can remember it, that's fine. So logarithms and exponentials are inverses. So if I want to solve something that is of the equation y equals a to the x, you want to take the log or the natural log of both sides. It is up to you which base you want to work with if they don't tell you. If you take the log or the natural log, you will get the same answer. We'll get to that later when we actually start working with numbers, okay? Anise, can you see? Yeah. Jaden, can you turn it? You see? Good? Alright, so let's look at example 16 on page 158. Right now we're not going to solve anything, but we want you to get comfortable with writing exponentials with log. So I'm going to have y is equal to ax squared b, and it says to write as a log equation in base 10. Okay? Do I need to put the base on there if I write it as base 10? Why? Why don't I need to? Because it's understood, Miss Santana, when there's no base there. Yes, you're right. If there is no base in a log, the understood base is 10. So if I'm trying to solve, in quotes, this equation, I'm going to take the log of both sides. So I'm going to write log y log a squared b. Okay? And I'm going to use my properties. I'm going to use my properties to expand it out. Right? So there's nothing to expand on this side. Multiplication is which property, everyone? Addition. So this is going to be log a squared plus log b. And I'm going to stop there, see if there are any questions. And keep going. Exponents become what in a log? Coefficient. So 2 log a plus log b. And that's your final answer. This? Anise, better? Okay. Yeah. I actually switched it to Thursdays because we quiz mostly on Thursdays, so I want to give you reviews on Thursdays. I think we're just going to have an exit ticket and then a bigger test next week. So an exit ticket this week and then a bigger test next week. A unit test. How about that?
Just like everything we did, like log and stuff. Oh my god. No. You know the things I mean.
Alright. B. Sorry. Did everybody get that down?
Yeah, we got that down.
Okay. So we have P is equal to 20 divided by the square root of N. You cannot see. Okay, yes. Yeah. That's the final answer. We haven't figured out how to solve them yet, which we'll do in the next couple examples, okay? I just want to get you to the point where you can separate it to solve it, okay? Deja? Okay. Alright. So if I'm trying to solve this, what do I do to both sides? Nope. Take the log. Because it says write as a logarithmic equation. Yeah. So the thing is, this is going to become an exponent, and you can only do that when you have exponentials, okay? But yeah, you can take the log of both anything and end up with the same answer, okay? As long as you do it to both sides. Division becomes what property? Subtraction. Log 20 minus, can everybody see or no? Yep, I will. Anise, is that big enough? Can you see? Okay. Possibly, depending on your major. Are we good? This square root can be written as... Does anybody remember what I can rewrite this as? N to the what? Jadara, yes. 1/2. Aaron, yes. Because remember, yeah, I know you heard it from me. Remember that I can rewrite this to have a fractional exponent. I gave you that on your do now, right? So then this becomes log of P is equal to log 20 minus log N to the 1/2. What aren't you understanding?
I don't know, that's a problem.
Alright, then let me give you some time to process. How's that?
Alright, I'm really looking at... It's just the fact that...
So, ln is natural log, and it's just a different type of log. So it's the same property, same thing that we're doing. It's just a different type of log. Exponents become what? Coefficients. So log P is equal to log 20 minus 1/2 log N.
Said what?
Good?
Yeah, you like try to allow us to do it ourselves and then you go over it. I think that's what I need.
So I can start tomorrow by adding example problems for you to try. For the review? Yes. I'll do that for the review. Can I go on to the next example?
Yeah.
Okay. Alright. So, now we're going to go backwards. We need to write this without a log. We need to write this without a log. Yeah, so we're going backwards now. Before we do this, I need to give you a property. This is not in your formula book. This is not in the book, but this is a property that you should know and understand. So, first, let me say that if I have a to the x is equal to a b, what can I do to those exponents? So if a to the x is equal to a to the b, I can set them equal to each other because they have the same base. Remember, this is your as a ticket 2 weeks ago. Right? We had like 3 to the x plus 2 is equal to 3 to the 7. You set the exponents equal to each other. Same for log. So if I have log base a of something is equal to log base a of the same thing, I can set m and n equal to each other. Same thing for logs. Same thing for exponentials. If you have the same base, you can set the things equal to each other and solve. Okay? Got it? Alright. Everybody have that down at least so I can go to the example? So before I move on, you have to make sure that you are going backwards and simplifying. Addition is what property? Multiplication. I can't multiply these two things yet because I have this 2 as a coefficient. Which is where? Very good. So that's going to be log b plus log c squared. Yep. Nope. So addition becomes what? Multiplication. So log A is equal to log B C squared. Questions so far? So now, do I have one term and are they the same base? What is the understood base here? Yes, 10. So because they're the same base and there's nothing separated by addition or subtraction, now I can just set them equal to each other. They do. What's the understood base here? No, that's not the base. Base is usually the little number that's right there, but if there is no little number there, it's 10. So that's 10, and that's 10. Do they have the same base? Yes. That's it. Alright. So just like in the do now together, I need to write 2, that's a negative 2, FYI, to have a log. So remember, using this property, what can I add onto this 2 to make it have a base?
Log
Of what?
2.
What's the base then?
2.
Very good.
I learned it from DJ.
Not from your teacher. Exponents become, I just gave you the answer. Coefficients become?
Exponent. You already know it.
Again, coefficients become?
Exponent.
Subtraction becomes?
Division.
Oops, I made a mistake. Sorry. This 2 should not be there. Divided by 4. Everybody see where I got 4 from? 2 squared is 4. Do I have the same log on both sides? So m is equal to a cubed over 4. Cannot see that. Any questions? Yeah, Trinity. Yeah, give me a second.
Whole year.